Hello everyone, this is Nick, and today we have our first Keyforge deck unboxing. So I will be revealing to you the first deck I won at the pre-release event, and I'm really excited to see what we will be getting this time. So let's take a look at the deck, shall we? All right. Okay, so right off the bat we have Bobnar, Shadows, and the name of the deck is Mind Watcher of Runstin. Okay, it's not as epic as my other one, but anyway, alright. Come on, always bad with these little things. Where is the... Come on. Oh, anyway, I was able to tear a little part of it right here, so not as intended, but will work anyway. Alright, so here we have our character cards. So we have all of the deck list behind. So let's see how many rares we got. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so pretty good. So let's take a look at the actual cards. Oh, oops. Let's put that out of the way. First one. Are they all in order of houses? I believe they are. Okay, so let's take a look at the shadow card. So this one is Urchin, elusive. When you play it, steal 1. Alright, so right off the bat, stealing ability, really good, really annoying, and the first time this creature is attacked each turn, no damage is dealt. So little 1 power guy, they probably won't be wanting to mess with it, so it's pretty annoying already. Oh, we have a second one of them, so 2 urchins in the deck. Silvertooth. Silvertooth enters play ready, so that means it's untapped, so you can use it right away. So just like haste. Dodger, so when it fights, it steals 1, so it's pretty good also. Another creature, so we have many creatures. Shadows have a lot of action cards I found in my other deck, so it's pretty interesting to see a lot of creatures this time. Elusive, and has a reap ability. Use an opponent's artifact as if it were yours. So in some cases this might be really useless, but in some other cases maybe really powerful. So really depends on the situation. Magda the Rat, I also had her in my other deck. Pretty good card. So elusive again. When you play her, steal 2, but when it leaves the play, your opponent steals 2. So what is a good thing to do is have her to gain a lot of amber, and when you have no amber left from forging a key, for example, trade it off with another creature or something like that. Fagin. Yeah. Elusive, first time. So many of the shadow creatures, as you can see, are elusive. So that's pretty annoying. Return an urchin from play or from your discard pile to your hand. Oh, nice. So we have 2 urchins in here, and with Fagin we can return them. So that's pretty nice. So we can steal over and over again. Good synergy right there. So right now we only have creatures in our shadow guys. Elusive and Skirmish. So Skirmish is basically elusive but the other way around. So elusive is the first time this creature is attacked, but Skirmish is the opposite. So when you attack the first time with this creature, it takes no damage. Each time you play an artifact, steal 1. Alright. We have another creature right here. Bad Penny. So destroyed. Return Bad Penny to your hand. So this guy always comes back. Little bit annoying. I don't know. This one seems a little underwhelming though. Routine Job. So this one is one of our rares. So let's take a look. I didn't check which other was our which other were rares. Fagin was a rare. Okay. And that was it. So Routine Job is the second rare. So when you play this, steal one, and then steal one for each copy of Routine Job in your discard piles. Ugh. So you need a lot of those to be effective. Can be quite difficult to have more than one of this thing in your discard pile, especially when it's a rare. Oh, but in this one we have two of it. Alright, so this deck seems sweet. A lot of shadow cards. Bait and switch, this one is really good. So when you play this, if your opponent has more Ember than you steal one and you repeat as long as they have still more. So it's really nice. Alright, so that was the end of our shadow card. So let's take a look at this one. Toxin. So it's a demon creature. When you reap, your opponent discards a random card from their hand. So it's pretty nice. The Terror. So when you play this, if your opponent has no Ember, you gain 2 Ember. So if you play this in your first turn, that can be pretty nice. Succubus, this guy's pretty annoying. So during their draw card step, your opponent refills their hand to 1 less. So it means instead of refilling their hand to 6 cards, they refill to 5. So we got 2 of these. Then Schuler. When you play this, if your opponent has 4 Ember or more, you steal 1. That's pretty good. Dust Imp. When it's destroyed, you gain 2 Ember. Alright, this one seems pretty good. Charette. When you play, you capture 3. Alright. Lash of Broken Dreams. So action, keys, cost +3 during your opponent's next turn, so you can slow your opponent down quite a bit. Wow, I love the picture on this one. So Mind Barb, it's actually the first card we've got that is an action that generates an Ember. So your opponent discards a card at random from their hand. That's pretty nice. Hand of This. Destroy a creature that is not on the flank. Alright, so destroy is always good. Fear. Return an enemy creature to its owner's hand. Pretty good. Oh, another rare. So purge up to 2 cards from a discard pile. Alright, so this can have some utility. And it generates an Ember. Always good when it generates an Ember as a bonus effect. So that's it for our cards. Up to now though, we have a kind of synergetic shadow package, but I don't feel like it's as strong as a pre-release deck I had for now. Let's take a look at the Bobnar cards we have. Ward Rummer. So when you play it, return each other friendly Bobnar creature to your hand. I'm not sure. You need a lot of good play effects for this to be good. Let's take a look. Play stun a creature. Alright, so that's a good start. Crump. After an enemy creature is destroyed, fighting Crump, its controller loses 1. So that's pretty nice. That's a pretty good effect. We have a second Crump. Headhunter. Fight, gain 1. This guy's pretty good. I really liked this guy when I played it. We have a second one. A third guy, one of them. Bumpsy. Play, your opponent loses 1. Alright, so this guy's pretty good. So replaying it with the War Drummer many times can be good. Right? Valder gets +2 attack when attacking an enemy creature on the flank. So 8 attack is a good stat line for a guy with no downside, so that's pretty nice. Punch! This card pretty efficient. I do like it, so it's fine. Loot the bodies! And it generates Sorry and Ember when you play it, so it's pretty good. Loot the bodies. For the remainder of the turn, gain 1 each time an enemy creature is destroyed. So it seems like in our deck, right now we have a lot of creatures, so we do a lot of fighting. So I guess we would be able to control the board, so this could be pretty good. And the final card of our deck is Coward's End, so it's an action. Destroy each undamaged creature, gain 3 chains. Oh, okay, so for those of you who don't know what chains are, I'm going to go and get a little chain card. Just give me 1 second. Alright, I do have the little chain card from the Bobnar house as well. So chains is the little counter right here. So with this card, you would gain 3 chains. So it means, you see the little -1 here, it means you would draw 1 card less as long as you have chains on this row. And at the end of your turn, you remove 1 chain. So you would go from 1 turn, you draw 1 less card, remove a chain. Second turn, same thing. Last turn, same thing. And then you wouldn't have any chain remaining, so you would go back to normal. So this card seems pretty powerful in the sense that you can destroy everything, but you gain a big drawback out of it. And since our deck has a lot of creatures, I don't think it would be a really good effect in this particular deck. So all around, I don't think this deck is as powerful as the other one I had, but I would need to test it. It's hard to judge a deck right away with just the cards here, especially since I'm a beginner at the game. So I'm excited to try it out anyway. It looks pretty aggressive with all of the creatures, but I'll have to test to see if it's pretty good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little deck opening. I do have a second deck that I will have to open soon, so I hope you guys will stay tuned to see the next opening, and until then, have a nice day.